All right, you bunch of yahoos, strap yourselves in for another episode of Dan and Don's Toxic Masculinity.
In other words, shut up, sit up, and pay attention.
Talk about John Jones and Anderson Silva. So, and just go at it. Who do you think? The same thing. Give your opinion.
Well, I started the first time there, Mr. Fry. I'll let you jump in there first.
I think it's the same comparison as the last time. You know, one guy's a complete martial artist, and the other guy's an asshole.
Okay. Well, okay, Mr. Fry. Let's put on the spot here right now. Which is which, or who is who?
Well, I will go with Anderson Silva as the martial artist, and John Jones is the asshole. You know, I don't know. Not going to comment about their lives outside of the ring, but inside the ring, John Jones is a complete asshole. He's a killer. He's a destroyer. You know, and so is Silva. You know, when he comes inside the ring, but you know I've never seen him give anybody a break inside the cage either, you know? Have you?
Okay, you said you never seen Silva or
Silva.
Jones?
Silva. Never seen Silva give anybody a break inside there. I know Jones never give anybody a break, you know, but, you know, I was saying Silva's the martial artist, you know?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think he wears the emblem of being a martial artist as well. I would look at that. Jones, to me, is a little bit more of. I mean, is more of a complete fighter.
Yeah.
That Silva is a great striker. You know, great stand-up fighter. But when you look at John Jones and his creativity of spinning back elbows, spinning back fists.
Yeah, he's so far above everybody else. He just makes shit up inside the cage there while he's fighting.
Yeah. And his
amazing
body type, I mean, he's got long limbs on him, and he's able to utilize that to his advantage. If you have that reach, and
right.
then put that with those spinning back elbows, spinning back fists. You know, I comically always said that I'll wait to the day that I see someone actually step off that cage and do a standing head kick and stuff like that. But that's already been done as well. Now I'm waiting for it. Now I got update it. I got to wait until someone basically is chasing the other one across the cage, and they run right up the cage wall. They do a complete backflip, and before their feet ever hit the ground, they would have done a flip, got behind their opponent, slapped on the rear naked choke, and as their feet are hitting, boom, match is done. But you know, you heard it here first, there, folks, with toxic masculinity. We're forecasting that to the future, but no, I mean it's the game. The game and the fighters will always continue to evolve, and then there's going to be some really rare individuals that are going to evolve even more because of their body type or the way that they think outside the box. They're not going to think of just striking to strike. They're not going to be thinking just grappling to grapple. They're going to mix up some cool things together that just people are going to go, wow, where did that come from? Never saw that before. I mean, and there's been lots of wow moments in mixed martial arts over the years where individuals. I mean, well, I always put it that each champion has had an opportunity to shine for a certain time period. But the inevitability is the moment that you're out there, they can study your matches, your techniques, you know, try to pick apart a game plan because it's, you know, all over the internet. They can pick up all kinds of stuff, information, and then they can even press on to find out all kinds of personal information about an individual. Where, you know, there's a psychological game. There's actually, I mean, there's both. There's the physical preparation, but then there's that mental mindset. And those that know how to play that, I think that the mind the psychological aspect are, they stand a little bit taller, or should have better opportunities.
So what's your opinion, Dan, on these fighters?
Well, again, overall, I was going to go with Jones. What Don basically was saying is that was a correct by way. I did it a little bit more eloquent of a way. I used a few more words with multi-syllables. Such as saying he's a barbaric animal. I mean, he's a very fierce competitor who's very creative in some of the things that he has done inside the octagon cage. His biggest downfall is himself.
Right, his biggest enemy.
So many problems with law and things of that nature that John Jones' biggest opponent is himself. Maybe Don, maybe you should send him one of your mirrors.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'll tell you, I've been my worst enemy also, and so I understand I understand it completely.
So did you guys see Anderson Silva fight Tito Ortiz?
No.
Did you, just a boxing match?
So, but the boxing match that took place recently.
No,
Yeah.
I did not.
Did you hear?
Yeah,
about
I heard all about it there, Tony, and that's the only thing I heard. I did not see any of the action, but I just heard about that. Anderson Silva basically put Tito to sleep pretty quick.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was the
And
first time
but again,
Tito's ever been
that falls
unconscious
back-
like that.
But that was kind of goes back to what Don was saying before, because of that Anderson Silva being much more that probably that martial artist. He probably he's been trained right along. Tito, I don't know when his actual last match took place, but I don't know, because I know he jumped into the political game and he was doing some other stuff there. I just don't know how much he stayed with him, where I think Anderson Silva was still staying with it a lot more than what Tito.
I feel like Tito was there more for the
that?
money, and Silva still wants to fight.
Okay. But that's what kind of saddens me. When I'm seeing some of these guys that are being duped, basically, into doing some of these matches with a Paul Jake or somebody else. You got a wrestler / MMA fighter that now that he calls out to do a boxing match with that boom is over in less than 1 minute. So I mean, it just is it because they need the money? Did they stop any of that money away at that time, or did they think it was going to last forever? No, nobody's career is ever going to last forever. And again, I don't put that to shame or dishonor just the MMA industry. When you look at professional athletics altogether, every industry, basketball, baseball, football, I mean, it's all there to where athletes that don't know how to save something or invest something, or they rely so heavily on their managerial compadres to help do things there for them. I mean, it was, I've heard of horrible story after horrible story that, Don King was probably one of the greatest of those. Just sign this contract and I'll fill in all the rest of the blame. Yes, sir, Bob. Yes, sir.
Well, on that same card, Holyfield stepped in and fought. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh yeah, yes. You saw an aging boxer up against fighting Holyfield Belfort. I mean,
Yep.
again, you just saw an aging Amanda Holyfield, and again, I don't know how much boxing training Amanda Holyfield even did prior to this event taking place, but once again, is it because Evander Holyfield wanted to test his skills, or was it because Evander Holyfield needed some money?
I think it's probably both.
So,
I
and
think
again, that's just kind of sad.
yeah,
I
but
just don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Don. Go ahead.
I think it's both in Evander Holyfield's part because he went through $200 million and doesn't know what happened to it, and plus he's already been looking forward to or looking into fighting again or doing exhibition fights just because you get the competitive spirit. I mean, like I said, going back to these movie stars or what have you who say, "Oh, I didn't want to fight in the UFC because I would have lost money or it wasn't important enough, wasn't big enough." Nonsense. If you got the competitive spirit, the competitive edge, you're gonna do it, whether it's fucking free or it's $5 million or $50,000.
Yeah. Well, okay, Don. Let me jump in there. I always tell people, like, the very first time I climbed into that octagon cage, back to UFC number 4, my guarantee, simply to step inside that cage was $1,000.
Mine was $500 for UFC 8. You're
kidding me? Actually, it went down.
It went down. Yeah.
I see. I didn't know this. I was like, holy moly.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm only. I was say you're half as. Oh, no. You're more than crazy than what I am.
So we have all this celebrity boxing and all this shit going on with Jake Paul and all those guys. What if what about you, Don? You want to you go in there and beat that shit out of one of them?
Yeah, I'll fight Jake Paul or his brother Lucinda or whatever his name is. I don't know. I don't care. Shit.
What about you, Dan? You gonna get in there, show them your striking skills?
Nope. It's not my forte. I'd be stepping in the uncharted water for Dan Severn. I'm not to do that. I jumped in no holds barred because I could utilize, my skill set, and that was grappling. As I said before, I was a one-trick pony, and I knew how to use my skill set, and I was never going to fight another man's fight.
Yep. So Don's going to BioAccelerator, and when he comes back,
going down to Colombia for BioAccelerator, and hopefully they're gonna fix my back and hips and shoulders, and I'll come back, a new machine, man, a new predator,
ready to step in the ring with anybody.
You're damn right. I'll be looking good, baby. I mean, because from what I've heard about BioAccelerator, it's going to change your body and bring you back, 20, 30 years earlier. And, shit, imagine a 25-year-old Don Fry. Look out, baby. I'm going to rule the world.
I'll be watching on the sidelines eating my popcorn.
Yeah. And do they have that at the old folks' home?
What's that?
That's a choking hazard.
Yeah.
Oh.
might raise the blood pressure too much. Thank you for watching another episode of Dan and Don's Toxic Masculinity. You better like, subscribe, and share, or I'm going to come to your house.